A very good afternoon to one and all present for today's faculty development program on cloud computing. I would request you all to inform your peers, colleagues, to inform about so that they join in quickly for today's faculty development program. So again, a gentle reminder to all the faculties, TPOs, and coordinators from the esteemed colleges to inform your peers and other faculties to join in for today's faculty development program. We will be starting the session in the next 5 minutes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are very much audible. We will be starting the session in another 2-3 minutes.
ఇప్పుడుంటే మ్యాథ్స్ ఉండపోయేది మాకు ఇప్పుడు లేదుగా అయితే లేదు ఇప్పుడు ముందే చెప్తుందంట
Very good afternoon to one and all those who are present today for the Faculty Development Program on Cloud Computing. A warm welcome to the faculties, TPOs, coordinators, and principal from the college. Before we could start with the session, let me introduce you to XLR. XLR, founded in 2013, and we have 8 branches in 5 cities, founded by IIM ISB alumni headquartered at USA, Houston. So far, through our journey, we have trained 750,000 plus students and professionals, catering to the requirements of individuals, institutions, and industries. Through our strong premium associations with iHub Divya Sampark, APSSDC, APSHE, TASK, KMDC, IIT Madras, through our joint certification programs, and also through our exemplary training in faculty research training programs with IIT BITS Pilani. And strongly, we have close to 18 plus courses approved from NASCOM, and we have been rigorously delivering these NASCOM certified courses across Pan India. And on those lines, we also have ventured into Swayam Plus 2, providing training programs for students on 14 plus approved courses. Through our training programs, we have been constantly recognized by Deloitte, twice recognized by Deloitte, and Silicon India through our training program on business intelligence, Analytics India, Silicon India, and PMP training, and many more training institutes who have recognized us through our constant training. Through our decade of training excellence in faculty development program, close to 70,000 plus faculties across India, both engineering and degree, constantly training students through student development programs close to 750,000 plus on 30 plus emerging technologies, and largely conducting webinars, seminar, workshops, close to 500 plus webinars conducted so far. Through all of these trainings, we have also been constantly assisting students through our 5,000 plus placement partners. And all of these has been possible through a strong association with close to 2,000 plus institutions pan India. So here, let me introduce you to Everyday Learning. It's a XLR initiative through which we provide training programs to students and faculties on application-oriented training, hands-on training on trending technologies close to 30 plus, and also supporting the colleges through helping them in getting the NAC and NBA accreditation requirements. So through our MOUs, which we have constantly signed, we have been able to provide constantly training programs to the colleges, conducting industry webinars, providing faculty development programs online and offline. And all of these, all of our training programs are delivered through the learning management system tool, wherein the students also experience assignments, assessments, and also we have been constantly delivering industry use cases through projects and internship to help them out crack job interviews. We also had provided, and we are in providing largely the campus recruitment training programs for the students of final year engineering and various other categories. So this is how our learning management system tool looks like. The best part of our LMS is the students or the learners who enroll themselves for any program under XLR will be able to experience the past events through self-paced learning recordings, and also they would be they get aware of the upcoming events too. On those lines, so far we have delivered 55 plus student development programs. Constantly participating colleges are close to 1,600 plus, and most popular programs under the student development are ChatGPT, Generative AI, Advanced Excel, Salesforce, Python, DSA for campus placements, mobile app development, Python programming, SQL, full stack development, and many more. These are only few of the programs which we have listed out, as in we have a big list. Similarly, we do have FDPs conducted largely close to 42 plus across constantly participated colleges are 1,590, with the most popular programs are as given here: digital marketing, AI, generative AI, deep learning, data analytics, cybersecurity, and many more. These are some of our uh, facts and figures on the seminars and webinars which we have conducted in the past, covering 50,000 plus participants who have attended the webinars. A learner who enrolls for everyday learning student development program or faculty development program will be honored with the certificates which are showcased here. These are some of our past events. Through the college association, we have delivered trainings on blockchain, ChatGPT, data analytics, many more. And here are few certificates, again, in collaboration with few colleges and with iHub Divya Sampar, which we have given to the students. These are some of our recent engagements, which some time ago, which I was mentioning about it, wherein we had delivered data analytics using Minitab. And this training was delivered at IIT Roorkee, where research scholars and faculties were part of this program. Similarly, we had an initiative from the students of BITS Pilani who were interested in learning the Power BI. And this is a screenshot of the same where we had delivered at Hyderabad campus, BITS Pilani, Hyderabad campus. So through constant interactions with the colleges, we understood the challenges where the students were, the final year, especially the final year engineering students, were not able to crack the job interview. As another special initiative from XLR, we launched a 4 months training program, which is on Skill Up final year program, close to 240 plus hours on a 5 subject module: coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, tips and techniques to ace the job interview were delivered to the students. Close to 50,000 plus students participated in this Skill Up final year program. And this was a joint initiative with iHub Divya Sampar, wherein iHub Divya Sampar took the honor of issuing the certificate to the students, and close to 5,200 students cleared this and received the prestigious certificate from iHub Divya Sampurk. And these are some of the facts where only from Andhra Pradesh we received 10,000 plus students who participated in the Skill Up final year program. These are again some of the past events conducted in the month of May, June. And without much further ado, let me take you through the faculty development program of today, cloud computing. Before which I would take a few minutes, I would request to call upon few guests who have waiting for today's faculty development program. And I would want to introduce them. So we have Dr. Padmaja, Dean, Head and Professor, CSM Department, Hyderabad Institute of Technology and Management. Madam holds a PhD in software reliability engineering with 32 papers and 8 patents. She has 21 years of experience in roles like HOD, IIC, President, Student Dean, and her expertise is in AI, deep learning, computer vision, software reliability. It's an honor to invite you for today's faculty development program, ma'am.
So that will be a good introduction. I want to tell that I was associated with XLR almost from 10 years at the age of 41. And the pandemic time, I have learned so much. And EDL is providing a very good facility. At our space as a faculty, we can also develop more rapport with what is happening in the real-time world. So a good time initiative like 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 and 7 to 9. Everyday learning. EDL stands for everyday learning, and I'm very much thankful for Ram Tava. This is all for free of cost, and sitting in the even we are giving LMS for even EDA, right? If I'm
Yes,
not wrong, yeah. So many courses are there. Like 30 hours training is not at all a simple thing. As a faculty, we have a number of other works also. So logging into our LMS and we can learn real-time things. And also if we are able to complete all those things, we are given even projects also. In the pandemic, I am the one who have done almost 6 to 7 projects under XLR. It's a great effort and a good teamwork. And as I have learned some few things, I want my faculty and my college to get ready for real-time learning. So thank you, ma'am. It's a great opportunity to be associated with you for this cloud computing program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's great, inspiring, and very kind of you in knowing and making others also aware about this EDL, Everyday Learning Program. Thanks a lot, ma'am. So let me move forward with our dignitary for today's afternoon. So I would like to call upon Professor Girish Kumar BC, Dean, Assistant Professor, RV Institute of Technology and Management. He is holding a BE and MTech in CSE from SJCIT Chikbalapur, pursuing PhD in blockchain technology at Sharda University. Currently, he is an assistant professor and placement coordinator at RVITM. So over to you, sir. Girish, sir, I would request you to share a few words. Sir, I see you unmuted, but your voice is not audible, sir. Amar, could you please check with the Professor
We
Girish
can, sure.
Kumar?
Sushmita, you can just assign a co-host access. Maybe sir joined with the 2 systems. Can you please check on the same?
Sure,
One more Girish Kumar sir account is there, so you can just give the co-host access for that as well. Girish Kumar sir, we given the access with the second system. Can you please try now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks.
Nitya ma'am, for the introduction. Firstly, I would like to thanks XLR EduTech for this wonderful opportunity for the participant in this faculty development program. As we know that the FDP is on cloud computing, and it's very very important for not only for the teachers, it's for the student also in terms of placement. As we know that cloud computing is one of the technology which is having the high industry demand, and in with the so many job roles like being a placement coordinator of RVITM college. Even I know that there are cloud architect role, DevOps role, or the cloud developer role. For all these things, this is very very important. And anyway, for the teaching also, for the teachers also, we can have anytime learning with the anywhere from any places, like access to teaching tools anywhere, cloud platforms like and AWS or some other tools. And even along with that, there is a collaboration and the resource sharing. Teachers can collaborate with the colleagues. They can share resources and can co-create content real time using Google Workspace, Microsoft 365, and other tools. And we can have this some efficient management also by using the cloud-based learning management system, as ma'am has already told about the Moodle and the Google Classroom. Like this, there are so many better things by using the cloud computing technology. This is very very helpful for the teachers as well as the student, and most probably for the placement point of view. And anyway, I would like to thanks the those who are directly or indirectly involved in this FTP, for this organization of this FTP, and for the opportunity for being a part of this faculty development program. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let me move on to our next dignitary for today's afternoon, Professor Dr. G. Srinivasulu, Dean Associate Professor of CSE, HOD of JB Institute of Engineering and Technology. He is Associate Professor and HOD of CSE, having 8 years industry experience, 27 years of academy experience, and 9 years of research experience. His expertise is in AI, ML, deep learning, HPC, big data, life member of CSI. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon, everyone. Esteemed guests, distinguished faculty members, and participants. It's an honor to be present for the curtain raiser of this faculty development program on cloud computing, organized by XLR in collaboration with the Department of CSE of JBIET and co-hosted by other institutions. On behalf of JBIET, I extend a warm welcome to all the participants joining us for this enriching program, scheduled from 14th to the 18th of July 2025. Over the next 5 days, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. each day, we will embark on a journey to deepen understanding of cloud computing, a transformative technology shaping the future of industries, education, and innovation. At JBIET, we are committed to fostering academic excellence and technological advancement as reflected in our mission to provide quality education and cutting-edge research opportunities. Our Department of Computer Science and Engineering takes pride in partnering with XLR, a globally recognized leader in professional training, to bring this faculty program to fruition. This collaboration underscores our shared vision of empowering educators with the knowledge and skills to prepare students for the demands of rapidly evolving digital landscape. Cloud computing is no longer a futuristic concept, as we all know. It is the backbone of modern IT infrastructure. It is enabling scalability, efficiency, and innovation across the domains. And this FDP, I hope, is a unique opportunity to explore its implications through live online sessions, equipping you with practical insights and the certificate of participation to acknowledge your commitment to the professional growth. I encourage all the participants to actively engage in these sessions, exchange ideas, and leverage this platform to enhance your experience. Let us make the most of this opportunity to learn, collaborate, and inspire. I extend my gratitude to XLR, Everyday Learning, and our co-hosting institutions for their unwavering support in organizing this program. My heartfelt thanks to the faculty, staff, and organizers JBIET for their dedication to making this event a reality. With this, I thank for giving me this opportunity to be part of this enriching event. And thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Hope this program will definitely add value to your career. Thank you, madam. Thank you, everyone, for this opportunity.
Thank you for those encouraging words, sir. They remind us all of the value of staying curious and open to learning. Thank you very much, sir. Let me call upon our next dignitary, Professor Suryakant Chandra Rao Navle, Dean, Head of Atma Malik Institution of Technology and Research. Mr. Suryakant, having 35 plus years in technical education, currently head diploma at Atma Malik Institute and holds an ME in chemical engineering from Mumbai University. Former principal at reputed institutes, received Outstanding Education Leadership Award, and his expertise is in educational laws, sustainability, and drone tech. Member of ISTE and IEI. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Professor
Very-
Suryakant Navle, the head at Atma Malik Institute of Technology. So it's a real pleasure for giving an opportunity to talk on the behalf of the institute. And we extend our warm welcome to all the participants for the FDP program on cloud computing. So we have signed an MOU with XLR for the benefit of the students and the staff. So this is one of the programs. And really, I appreciate the efforts taken by XLR to join with the various institutes and provide them a platform on the various topics. Now, in the brief introduction, you have talked about, you have heard about XLR. So XLR are providing various services for the benefit of faculty as well as students, so that good citizens are there and the sound engineers are available to particularly IT industry. So today's topic of faculty development program based on the cloud computing. So everybody is very aware that cloud computing is a technology model that delivers computing services. It may be including the servers, storage, database, networking, software, and analytics over the internet, that is the cloud. So rather than the local servers or the personal computers. So this plays a very important role. You are knowing that now the major players are there who are in this particular provider for the cloud computing are Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, then the cloud, Google Cloud platforms are there. So which has got the majority of the control of the market. And these platforms, how they work, we should be able to understand. And therefore, it's a fundamentally very important as to see that particularly whatever developments are there, this IT infrastructure are very important. And to know this IT infrastructure, cloud computing play role. So I expect that all should know what is in the cloud computing, and this is a very good platform made available by XLR. So I expect that each and every faculty and student who are in this particular program to take the advantage of this particular workshop. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for the powerful insights which were shared by you, sir. Thank you very much. Let me call upon our next dignitary, Professor Dr. Manmata Kumar Raul, Dean, Principal at Geeta Autonomous College, having 30 plus years of experience, holds a BTech, MTech, PhD, and an MBA in HRM, published close to 100 plus papers, guided 4 PhD and 30 plus MTech scholars. His expertise is in CFD, heat transfer, aerospace, chaired 20 plus conferences, and served on 100 plus committees. Hearty welcome to you, sir.
Ma'am, actually, the sir had not joined. He is busy with some other.
Okay,
not
all
able-
right. Yeah. So let me move upon to the next dignitary for today, that is our industry expert, who will be taking forward today's session. Mr. Satish Shetter, Technical Architect, Cloud DevOps, Davangere, 19 plus years of experience in cloud computing, DevOps, APM, automation. His expertise is in AWS, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, App Dynamics, worked with top companies like IBM, HCL, Barclays, and Finastra. Certified in AWS Solution Architect, TOGAF, Terraform, OpenShift, ITIL, V3. Strong hands-on experience in multi-cloud monitoring and infrastructure setup. So over to you, Mr. Satish Shetter.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Myself Satish, and let me share my screen. Yeah, it is really an honor to be a part of this session. I have around 18 plus, which is around nearly 19 years of experience by now. I am very proud to say I started my career as a trainer with one of the India's leading training service provider at that time called QSoft. Later on, I moved on with a lot of different roles with different organization as it was presented. Now I'm one of the leading cloud architect and DevOps architect or as a consultant. And yeah, without much delay, so let's begin on AWS and core infrastructure services. As
Yeah,
many of
1 minute, Satish. Before we could start, I would want, I mean, the LMS2 to happen now, and followed by it, we will start with your sessions.
okay, yeah, sorry on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me call upon Mr. Amar from the Training Delivery Management, who will be taking you through the LMS tool, which will help you in logging in regularly for the sessions, which is going to start, that is from today, every day from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Over to you, Amar.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, dear faculty members, once again, good afternoon and warm welcome to the Faculty Development Program by XLR. So, let me share my screen. Myself, Ahmad, and I'm working as an LMS administrator in XLR, and I will just give you the quick walkthrough on the LMS, be like how you are able to access all the material and what you will be able to get about the LMS. So, coming to the XLR LMS, this is the one-stop solution for the all learning material, whatever we want to provide you, or if you want to submit anything to us in kind of assignment as well, everything is happening from the LMS itself. We're not limited to the MCQ test only, but we are conducting multiple code tests. In that also, we are not conducting a Java or DSA kind of the code test, but we are opening and we're conducting the test on the different technologies like HTML, CSS, and we're aligning that. With that code test, with that we're providing the recordings of the session, all material, agenda, attendance, each and everything is available over the LMS. And as Nitama mentioned in the session, in the intro session, that all students from your colleges or your colleagues, all faculty members access all our previous programs as well from the LMS itself. So now, how you are able to access all these things, I will just explain next 10 minutes. So first of all, to get the LMS access registration important. So I believe that everybody are done with the registration. If not, Sushmita, just share the link once again. If anybody missed, they will register. And by tomorrow morning, everybody will get the access, those who are pending. Okay. So LMS is known as Learning Management System. And first of all, those who are registered till today morning, they already receive an email confirmation from our site. 2 emails you already received. You can check into the inbox. If not, you can check into the spam folder. If you are registered recently, no need to worry on that. Within a 24 hours of time span, your LMS will be activated and you will be getting the mails. So first of all, you need to open the account details mail. Okay. So in account details, we mention the portal URL, username and password. So like sometimes we have to set the password, forward the password. But here, first time as a first time user, we are giving a auto-generated password from the system itself. So first time while you're going to log in, you can use that. Later on, if you want, you can forget that password. Okay. And second email you are able to see in your inbox, that is nothing but a a confirmation mail, booking confirmation. Okay, so you can check here. This email is to confirm your registration for FDP on cloud computing with Excel. Okay, so this is just confirmation. We're not required to do anything, just a confirmation mail. So let's proceed and sign in to us to the LMS. Okay, so if I click on this link, it will take me to the next page. That is nothing but a login page. Here, I need to provide my registered mail ID. Whatever you receive in the mail, that is nothing but your registered mail ID and password. Password, the same password, whatever you receive as an auto-generated password. That password. Later on, if you want to forget that, you can. If you want to change the password, definitely you can utilize this option of forget your password, and you can set the new password and follow the same process again. Okay. So now I am providing my credentials here, and I'm clicking on the login. So what next, right? So let me reshare my screen, and I will show you on the LMS how you're able to access all this material in a very easy manner. So yes, once we provide our credentials, we land here on this home page, and you are able to see courses, some today's classes sessions, and progress, each and everything here. Okay. So now, first of all, very important thing is that to joining the session. So we all are part of WhatsApp group. We are sharing the link there as well. But addition to that, you can join the session directly from the portal itself. Okay, so how you are able to join the session, you can check here. You are able to see today's classes option, right? So if you search, let me scroll down, and you will find the FDP on cloud computing. Okay, so directly, however, it's reflecting now. So directly you can join the session from here itself. Okay, so if you refresh that, you are able to see the join button, and you can join the session from here itself. Okay, now if you want to access the material, recording, or agenda, each and everything from the portal itself, so go in the courses. So below the home tab, you are able to see the my courses option. Okay. Yes, so in my courses, let me search for today's FTP, cloud computing. Yes, so this is the one, cloud computing, 14 to 18 July 2025. Okay, I'm opening that. So once I open that, again, you are able to see the lessons. Okay, and lessons, you are able to see the four options: attendance and feedback link, agenda, recordings, and material. Okay, so now let's go one by one. Attendance and feedback link. If I click here, I'm able to see one link that I need to click. Okay, here, so dear faculty members, we need to submit the attendance on a daily basis without missing that. Why it's important to generate the certificate, to get the certificate of participation from the team of XLR. 60% attendance is mandatory, minimum 60%. So as of now, you are able to see this form is no longer accepting responses. So coming to this point, this form will be active in between 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Okay, so requesting everybody, so follow the timelines. Addition to that, this link, as of now, like not 100% faculty members are accessing the LMS, because you registered now, they will be getting that access tomorrow within 24 hours, right? So for that, we are going to share the link over the Zoom and YouTube as well at 4:30. So please make sure that you are marking your attendance and feedback using that link. Every day it will be shared in the session as well. Okay. One more point I would like to add. So whenever you are marking your attendance now, make sure that you are using the same mail ID for all 5 days. If you are going to use a different mail ID, that will create your different accounts, and then 60% attendance, that's not going to submit, right? And it will be problematic for the certificate. So just follow this one more thing, as use register same mail ID for all the days. So there are a couple of comments over the YouTube has not able to join the meeting via Zoom. So dear faculty members, sorry for the inconvenience, but Zoom capacity is reached to the 1000. No need to worry. Our trainers, our team is also live on YouTube. Definitely, they are going to take each and every question, whatever you are going to put into the chat box. Okay. So no need to worry on that. Everything you will be able to find into the live chat. You can post your question. You are able to get the links, everything in the chat box. Okay. So we'll share that. Now going back again onto the dashboard, below the attendance and feedback link, you will be able to see the agenda. Okay. So if I open the agenda, whatever we are going to cover in next 10 hours for 5 days, you are able to see here. Okay. So we can just go through that agenda once, so you will get the idea. After that, recordings. Okay, so these all recordings will be with you. So after completion of the session, every day if you're going to come here, you will find this recording. You can just click on the play button and you are able to access this recording. So all day 1 to day 5, all recording as per days you are able to see. Okay, below that material. So whatever the materials that they are going to take in the class, day-wise material will be also available here. Yes. So that's all from my side. I hope it's clear. If any doubt or any query or question, I'm just opening the window for 2 minutes. You can ask your questions. If not, we'll proceed with the actual session. And our team is active there in the chat box. You can share any query or any question regarding to the LMS in the chat box itself, and we'll solve that on a timely basis. Okay, great. It's clear. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. All this. Okay, super. Thank you so much, all of you, for the confirmation. So we'll start with the actual session. Once again, thank you. Satish sir, over to you. You can take it forward.
Yeah. Thank you, Atma. Thank you, everyone. Welcome again, once again. Let's begin with the AWS core infrastructure services. As many of the dignitaries mentioned, cloud computing is no more an option. It has become a mandatory. And it could be any of the IT role. It could be project management, it could be program management, it could be technical or anything. You should have cloud computing exposure because the industry is getting cloud adopted very quickly, and having relevant exposure makes very important for the employers to share the information, details, all those things. So let's go ahead, and the agenda for today, I'll take it very high level and also use a lot of analogies and use cases. And we'll discuss what is cloud computing and why AWS specifically, and the benefits of getting free tier and student offers like AWS Educate. And we have something called as AWS Global Infrastructure. We will understand how AWS is spread across the world by placing their data centers, availability zones, and regions. Amazon EC2, which is known as one of the virtual machine service. That's where you get to know a lot of virtual services, different combination of virtual service. We'll understand the object-based storage. So far, you know different type of storages, like how to make use of the storage in terms of hard disk, pen drives, inbuilt hard disk, external hard disk, all those things. Web-based storage might be already coming across, like Google Drive and OneDrive, Microsoft. So the Amazon storage flavor S3, we will understand a little bit about it. And then virtual private compute, virtual private cloud, VPC. So using which you can create isolated environment for your applications. For example, without exposing your application, how to make it secure over the cloud. So something like that. So after having those brief, we will have moved to hands-on demonstrations, like launching the EC2, how easy it is and how it will be flexible in terms of increasing and decreasing the resources. We will use S3 as a demonstration to see how to upload and download the objects. While we do so, we will also go through the discussion of those use cases, benefits, limitations, and some of the analogies, comparing it with real-time use cases. Okay. Moving to the next slide. What is cloud computing? if I want to put it in a very humorous and a short form, cloud computing is just somebody else's computer. Somebody else's computer, that's all. But if I want to go through the official definition, it's on-demand delivery of compute resources over the internet. What are those compute resources? CPU, memory, disk, network. These are the resources. These are the four pillars. The additional pillar which we have option is GPU. GPU is a graphic card which helps you get certain critical things done using graphical processing unit. So when we get this computing resources over the internet using our browser, resource will be somewhere else in some data center, isolated, secure area. We will be managing it. We will spin up the servers. We will create the VMs and we will manage it by increasing and decreasing the CPU memory, by adding and removing various configurations and all those things. The best part is pay as you go. So when you go to any metro cities, or if you're already living in the metro cities, you tend to get those transportations done, right? Which is like Uber, Ola. The benefit is you don't have to own a vehicle. You just have to book the vehicle for your consumption and you use it and you leave it. So that is something you will be able to avail the transport service based on your needs. Sometimes you need the bigger vehicle, sometimes you need the smaller vehicle. So if you are a huge number of people, like family members, so 7 to 8 members, you can book a big vehicle. If you are alone, you can book a small hatchback. So depending on the distance you want to travel, depending on the place you want to commute. So like that, you have different options in Ola and Uber. Similarly, in the cloud also, pay as you go means you may go for a small VM, you may go for a big VM, you may go for multiple VMs, you may go for few GBs, or you may go for few terabytes. Depending on that, you will be having different pricing models. The best part is no upfront investment, which is like no capital expenditure. You don't have to put the capital expenditure. So somebody owns it. You just use it for the time, whatever you need, and you release it. The moment you try to own things, it comes with a liability. The moment you bring a laptop, soon after opening the box, if you try to sell it, it will be asked for a throwaway price. Of course, the brand one, it will have some good deals, but if it is spent a little bit of time, first of all, getting a buyer itself is a difficult thing. So those are some challenges. So I'll talk more about that when we hit that EC2 section. Cloud computing offers scalability. That is one of the major things which we look at. Today, a student of your college might start a small POC for which they need a small footprint machine. And soon after presenting it or releasing it to the production, they may see a overwhelming response from the public. So they may have to quickly be able to scale it to meet the demand. If they are not, then their model or their product or their service will be questioned. So cloud computing offers flexibility, different type of plans, different type of systems, and it helps you do the rapid development and across the globe. Some of the types of services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. These things are already around us, guys. We just have to make sure we see the things from that perspective. I'm just using web so that you can also navigate whenever you need in that direction. Okay. So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. This is, you might be already aware of it. And I'm just taking you through at a very high level. So on-site means it's a data center. everything you manage, right from cabling, networking, storage, servers, virtualization. Even you install Linux or Windows, and then you configure antivirus, drivers, then runtime, Java, Python, anything. And then you develop the application, and then you take care of the data, whatever is getting consumed. This is the traditional way. But in cloud, we have infrastructure, platform, and software available as a service. When you say infrastructure, they will give you a hardware, right from storage, servers, virtualization, and networking. You are the one who's going to pick up the OS, look after OS, patching, upgrading, backup, restore, all those things. You'll take care of middleware, runtime, and you'll take care of application development and its data. So it's a shared responsibility. Certain things are taken care by cloud, like AWS, Azure, Google, Alibaba. Certain things are taken care by you. The next one is platform as a service. They will take care of OS, middleware, runtime, along with the rest of the hardware part. Your job is only to develop. You just start telling that I need Java environment. I need .NET environment. I need Node.js environment. The machine will be very readily available for you. They will take care of scalability, monitoring, backup, high availability, everything for you. That is something getting a platform to develop. The other one is SaaS. Most of the mobile applications, what we have today is software as a service. One of the example, Gmail. I don't develop Gmail. I don't upgrade it. I don't do a bug fixing. I do have my email, but that is taken care by somebody else. WhatsApp, Facebook, most of these applications, Amazon shopping services, everything is available to us as a service. So infrastructure as a service, one of the example, somebody has the stadium, you go there with your bat, ball, pad, helmet, all the kit, you play and you come back. So that is infrastructure. They are giving you the infrastructure to play. Platform as a service. They have everything. You might have seen these things in metro cities nowadays. They have stadium, they have all the kits, different type of balls, bats, helmets, those additional supporting things, whatever you need. You just go with your scorecard, with your team, play, pay, and come back. It is there everywhere in our day-to-day life. Infrastructure as a service, all those things. So once you have those relevant services subscribed for, cloud computing eliminates need to own and maintain the physical infrastructure. That is where a lot of challenges comes. Okay. The even better part is you can access your resource anywhere from the internet. Okay. One of the example, you can rent the virtual servers instead of buying the physical one. So you may get some contract to get the work done for 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. You don't want to buy it because hosting it, you need to find a place, you need to prepare the area, so many things. And then once the work is done, it becomes a big question mark. So if you lease it, you are free from liability. You can request for an extension of 1 or 2 months, depending on the delay, or you can release it 1 or 2 months early upon completing the work by negotiating something. But you are free to move ahead with new requirement without really bothering. Now, why should I go to AWS? What brings me to go to AWS? It's one of the leading cloud service provider so far. Amazon is the one who introduced cloud, a lot of new services, and they also one of the trendsetters in the market. They know what is being asked, what are the pain industry is going through, and how to introduce things. They have the dareness to introduce the new thing and live up to the expectation. Over 220 plus services are there with AWS, covering across compute. When I say compute, CPU, memory together, they cover across compute, storage, database, AML, lot of analytical services. Lot of startups are using this cloud. A lot of startups are coming up. What is the reason? One of the fundamental first reason is cloud computing. Nobody has to bring big servers of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. Nobody has to set up a data centers. They can have a small browser capable laptop. They can sit together in a room with a good internet, and they can start coding with the help of all these AWS services, Azure services, IBM cloud services and all. So AWS is trusted by startups. AWS provides lot of support for the startup, and of course enterprises, they have customized plans in terms of cost and other things. Governments, US governments, many governments are using AWS as a platform to host their application and manage. Educational institutes, AWS has a program called AWS Educate, where they provide free account for people, academy account, they call it as, and also they provide vouchers for the students to clear the exam so that they can easily go through the market to tell themselves they are aware of cloud and they have those foundational certifications and all. So AWS is highly scalable, reliable, and secure global infrastructure. So let's see how AWS is spread across. I will take you through one of the infrastructure.aws. If you go through this website, you can see how AWS is spread across the world. They have changed the layout. It was something different in the past. Okay, let me find the image. AWS global infrastructure. So earlier it was appearing like this. So this is how it was appearing, but now they have changed the layout. It's okay. We'll go there. We'll understand. So these are the regions what they have. It's not realistic. I know how it looks like. Yeah. This is also not realistic. Yeah, in India, they have Mumbai and Hyderabad, two locations, their regions. They have a lot of regions in terms of US. Region is known as one of the geographical boundary, not fixed with the physical locations. In order to abide to the country's regulations, people's culture, currency, and various other factors, AWS has put across their regions across the globe. And they have around 37 regions right now across the globe. Okay, so if you just hover your mouse on these dots, you can come to know what are the regions currently available. If you just click on this, you'll come to know how many availability zones are there and when it was launched, all those things. So let me move to India and show you. Mumbai has around 3 availability zones launched in 2016, around 10 years back. Around 3 years back, they launched in Hyderabad with 3 availability zones. There are various regions. This is coming up and like that. They have their data centers spread across 37 regions. Each region is the combination of data centers. So one particular region has minimum 3 availability zones, and one availability zone is of multiple data centers. If you see, US West 1 is known as North California. North California has 3 availability zones, and 3 availability zones have multiple data centers in it. The blue dotted line is one availability zone called as US West 1A, 1B, and 1C, comprised of multiple small data centers. It depends on the business again. How much business they are getting, they are stacking up much data centers accordingly. So like that, they have highly scalable, reliable, and secure global infrastructure. And flexible pricing models are there. What happens when you go to a metro city? Point A to point B, if you want to travel, they will charge you around 20 rupees, right, per kilometer. But if you hire the vehicle for the entire day, they will give you 14 to 15 rupees per kilometer, around 25% of discounts you get, right? Similarly, AWS, if you get into a savings plan, they will give you discount up to 60% or 70%. There are different plans available, but you have to sign 1 year or 3 year agreement with them, and you have to make the partial or upfront payment to avail those benefits. So that's the flexible pricing model. If you are not sure, you can go with something called as on demand. So a lot of documentation, training resources you get. AWS has something called as AWS Skill Builder. You can go to the Skill Builder. You can avail huge amount of free courses, and also you can go for some paid courses, extensive trainer-led trainings, dedicated programs for educators and students. I'm very proud to say I'm one of the authorized instructor of AWS. It was around 3 days of exam which I took in 2023. Why should we go for AWS? Especially I'm asking for colleges. AWS gives you a free tier account for 12 months. So anybody who's getting into a project internship, they can create a free tier. It needs one active debit card or credit card, which is enabled to do online transaction. They will charge you 2 rupees. And after that, to make sure whether your account is active or not. After that, depending on your usage, there are a lot of services which are currently free. I'll tell you AWS free tier account. If you can go to this and the first link, under this, you'll come to know what are the things which are currently free. If you scroll down further, you have a filter to check. One moment. Free categories. So there are certain things which are free and certain things which are nominally charged for first 12 months. You can go ahead and you can understand what is free. Amazon EC2, you can create one virtual machine for free for 1 month, which is having 2 CPU, 1 GB RAM, which is more than enough for anybody to start a Linux machine for a project. You can create Amazon S3 bucket. You can store up to 25 GBs of storage for 1 month free. Lambda is a serverless, DynamoDB, databases, Q Developer, Aurora. There are so many such services which are free for 1 full year. Okay. I also would like to compare here for Google and Azure. They also have some free access. They will give you some credits. You need to use within that credits within 3 months. Google does that. Azure also gives you a 3 months free account, but 3 months, people need at least 6 months because their 1 semester is extensively for internship and project. So that's where I would go for AWS free tier for students to try out the cloud computing for their activities. So a lot of services are there which are free. So, okay. So it is very much ideal for learning, testing, and a small student projects. AWS has AWS Educate project program, which is specifically for educators and students. Colleges can get registered. They can send email from their official email ID to get the plans available for academy purpose. So one of the representative will get in touch with you and to enable yourself. A focal has to be given from the college side to get these facilities. Okay. You'll get a lot of credits every month, 50 credits, every month, 25 credits. A lot of competitions will be there. If students participate and win, they will get free credits. They can get into some paid version of cloud computing. Okay. AWS Academy, which I was telling you about, is specifically prepared for students based. So these are the global infrastructures, which I was telling about. Region, US has 6 to 7 regions. India has 2 regions, Hyderabad and Mumbai. It's a geographical area with multiple data centers. Availability zone is a virtual boundary having isolated data centers within one region. So minimum 2 regions, 2 availability zones per region should be there in order to give the highly available computing. These availability zones are physically separated 100 kilometers from each other, but they have their own AWS backbone network to provide low latency links, the performance. Okay. The fault tolerant. And we have something called as edge computing, edge location, which is also known as content delivery framework. In order to enable your applications with a highly performance media sharing and other things, we have edge, which are known as cached locations. You can use it with this service called CloudFront. Okay. Mumbai has 3 availability zones, AP South 1, AP South 1A, 1B, and 1C. Let's dive into one of the service, which is one of the popular service, Amazon EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. What is compute? It's a CPU memory. Why it is elastic? You can change the configuration, certain things on the fly when the computer is running, certain things by stopping and starting. And it is running over the cloud, available to you through the browser, right? So let's go ahead and a lot of theory. Let's spend some time and hands-on. This is my AWS console. As soon as I log in, this is my landing page. This is my console home, in which I can see multiple services which are recently used. Okay. I can go to this 9 dots. This is the home button, AWS. Under this 9 dots, you can see all these high level categories. If you go to storage, you can see all the storage services. If you go to compute, you can see EC2, Beanstalk, Lambda, all those things. If you go to security, accordingly, you can see security services. Database, you can see databases. So these are high level categories. The services are categorized into. If you want to see all services, under the all service, you can pick up anyone alphabetically. Okay. If you have some favorites, you can pick up the favorites. These are certain favorites which I usually spend time with. And those favorites also available here. So let me go to EC2. It's one of the most popular service. You can start a virtual machine. The moment I come to this EC2, this is my dashboard, EC2 product page. What it does, it will give you a brief introduction, some of the use cases, some of the related services, pricing details, additional documentation, and some of the additional actions, how to manage volumes, load balancer, all those things. For each service, you have something, a tooltip called. If you click on this info, a brief information will come, which you can easily read it then and there, and you can understand what it is. And yeah, there's one machine running, which I'll stop it now. That's about info. Under the dashboard, I'll come to know how many instances are running, how many instances are currently available, running and non-running, dedicated host, key pairs, all these things. Volumes are kind of drives, system drives. So let me go ahead and start one machine and show you how it looks like. For anybody, it's very important to have a computer to work on application development, hosting, testing, CI/CD, DevOps. So getting a relevant machine for your use case is very important, and that is where EC2 becomes relevant. I'll click on launch instance. I'm in a process of starting a machine, so I will give the name my web app server or my web server, I would say. So here, just a name. Once I provide a name, I need to pick the right operating system. And that right operating system is known as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. What is this machine image? If you want to install Linux, it might take half an hour because you have to get the pen drive inserted, start the boot, select certain options and install. It will get extract and it will install. What they did, they have installed it on a system and they have taken the image of that particular drive. And that image is available here for you to extract. So which will happen within 1 minute. So I have selected Amazon Linux here. You can select more images. There are 47 quick start AMIs, Amazon Linux, Mac operating system, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Debian Linux, Microsoft Windows servers, all those things. Okay. My AMIs means I have saved some of the operating system after working on certain progress. Marketplace. How many of you know AWS? Sorry, SAP. SAP itself is a big application which needs specific knowledge to install and run. Installing SAP itself is a big challenge. What SAP has done, they have created an image and they have put it here. You might be knowing how to do the development in SAP, but you might not be knowing how to set it up. And you may not set up properly, which might result after some time. So if you type SAP here, you'll come to know a lot of organizations have set up SAP already and they are making it available for you to use. How many are there? 149. Okay, SAP Business Objects Concurrent, Red Race Security Platform, SAP Systems, backup and recovery for AWS free trial, bring your own license. So these are all marketplace where AWS is allowing marketplace vendors to put their images here. Community AMIs, like people like me and you, we achieve certain things. We want to contribute it to community. We can put it here. There are 500 plus images which has SAP in it. Yeah, so you can use it. So, but you need to be very careful when you are using community AMIs, unless until you are aware of the person who is publishing it. Don't do it because you will never know whether it comes with a service or a threat. I'll go to quick start AMIs and I will select Amazon Linux for my demonstration. After selecting the operating system, I will move to, okay. After selecting the operating system, it will give me the brief description. What is this all about? This is the image ID. and this is the operating system version. This is the username you need to be aware of. To log into the system, this is the username, and that's available in the description section. It uses hardware virtual machine, elastic block storage, networking is enabled. Hardware, there are nearly 800 or 900 plus combination of hardware. Right now, T2 micro is selected, which is 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM. If I go to compare instances, there are 922 types of hardware which you can select, right from 1 CPU to 600 MB RAM. If I sort it, you can go to the machine which has 896 versions of, 896 virtual CPUs. And the memory, 32,000 GBs of memory. So it is very difficult. You go to any shop in the whole world, you won't be getting so much varieties of options. For this demo purpose, I'll go with T2 micro. Okay. After selecting T2 micro, which is 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM, I will move to key pair. AWS is secure. It is not allowing you to log in with username and password. You have to have a SSH key to log in. So I will create my own key pair and click on this. It will help me create the key. It will help you to download the key. I'm not creating one. I already have one. I will just select the existing key. Networking. We will talk about VPC in the next session. It is actually planned for today, but because of the time, I'm planning to move it for tomorrow. If time permits, I will cover it today itself. So we will select virtual private cloud. We can leave it as it is if we don't want. So I will select the security group. The security group is something like a rule or policy. What kind of traffic you would like to accept. I'll talk about it in a while. What type of storage you need? This is the root volume where operating system is installed. And this is a different type of underlying hard disk. GP3 means general purpose. IO1 means input output 1, which is having high amount of CPU, high amount of read and write capacity. So I'll go with GP3. Linux needs minimum 8 GB. You cannot reduce from it. You can increase it to the maximum number, whatever you need. You can also add additional volumes if you need. I'm adding one with 2 GB just for your demonstration. I have something called as user data. I can write some script here. I have a small script which I'll be using it. Let me put this script in the user data. What it does, I'll help you. I'll explain you on that. As soon as the machine starts, this is the shell script. Yum update. It is updating the operating system. It is installing HTTPD. It is starting the HTTPD application. It is enabling it to start every reboot. Hello, faculties. From this host name, whatever is coming up, this is a variable. So after having all these things, this is the summary which I picked up for 2 volumes, 11 GB, firewall default, T2 micro is a physical hardware, Amazon Linux. So this is my summary. If you want more than one machine, you can start here. Let me start 2 machines. How much time? It is 16:17. Let's see how much time it will take to start. Okay, I'll refresh this. Both the machines are running. You see, it's just a minute. While I'm talking to you, it took some time. Otherwise, within a minute, I can start the machine. Once I have the machine, let me connect to this machine. The moment I select this machine, the machine ID, the machine public IP address, private IP address, host name, private host name, IP address, and what is the VPC it is connected, subnet ID, the key which I used to connect, the image which we selected to start. All those details are available. Status, it is coming up. Status is initializing. Monitoring, how much CPU, how much network is currently getting used, you can see. Security, I'll come to this part, as I said, in a moment. Networking, what is the networking card you have attached? This is the networking card, Elastic Network Interface. And what is the IP address, host name, subnet name, all those things. Storage, I have two volumes. One is 9 GB, one is 2 GB. So both are attached. Tags, you can add 50 tags. So like that, you can add 50 tags for individual machine, which will help you in various administration activities. Now that the machine is created, let me log into this machine. Just click on this machine, click on connect. You will be able to connect to this machine without any challenge. Okay. Sudo su hyphen. I have become a root curl local host. My system is acting as a web server now. I'll just copy this IP address. I'll go to the browser, put the IP address. I should be able to see whatever I was planning to start. It's as simple as that. What is the main benefit of this computing? AWS or cloud computing. Let me show you one thing. lscpu is a command to list the CPU related details. What is the amount of CPU I have? One CPU, right? CPUs, it is one right now. Okay. What is the memory? Pre is a command to see the memory. Pre-h human readable value. I have 949 MB and one CPU. Let's say I started working on something. It started demanding more and more CPU memory because initially I started something which was started going well, and more people have started logging in and taking the benefit of the service. So I need to increase the CPU memory. My CPU memory is 100% now. So what to do? So I'll go to the system and I'll stop this machine for a while. It would take around few seconds to stop. Remember, I have started two machines for this demo. One is, I'm not modifying this. This is T2 micro. And this is the size of the machine. T means standard purpose. Let me explain that. AWS EC2 types. If you type it, and if you go to image, you'll come to know what is this T2. First letter is all about family. The second letter is all about generation. T2 means very old generation, I know. D means additional capacity. It has a special disk. After that, it's a t-shirt size, we call it as mini, micro, medium, large, X large. Okay. There is something called as R5D, M6GD. And what are these families? You can see general purpose systems. All the general purpose systems are known as T2, T3, T4, A1, M5. compute optimize. Wherever you need more compute, less memory, you can go for C family. Wherever you need more memory, RAM, you can go for R and X. Wherever you need bigger storage, better read and write, you can go for I, D, and H series. Accelerated computing, where you have research center, genomic services, all those things, you can go for P, P3, I, G, and F. We use G for machine learning, graphic systems. Okay, I think my machine should be stopped now. Let me refresh the screen. It is stopped. I will select this machine. I will go to actions, instance settings, change the instance type. Right now it is T2 micro. I will go for M5 large. It will tell me what is the current CPU, what is the new system, M5 large, 2 core. What is the current memory? What is the new memory? So if I say change instance type and then start the machine accordingly, you see it is T2 micro. Let me refresh it. It is M5 large. Start. I'm starting the machine. It will take just a moment. Not even, yeah, it is currently running now. I will connect to this machine. Okay. Sudo su hyphen curl localhost. This is the same machine which we was having. Hello faculties from this EC2. This is 172.31.85, 172.31.85. Okay. Now LS CPU. What is the amount of CPUs I have now? 2. You can see it is increased to 2. 3-H. What is the memory now? It was having 900 MB or something. Now it is 7.5 GB. This happens very quickly and it is very difficult in the traditional world. Take your laptop, go to somewhere, get it opened, increase the CPU, memory increase. Sometimes your motherboard supports, sometimes your motherboard doesn't support. It's a huge pain and time consuming. And sometimes you may not have solution. So you have, within 2 minutes, you can change your CPU memory of the system. Let me show you the disk factor, LSBLK. How many drives we have? I have one drive which is 9 GB and I have one drive with 2 GB. I shown you, right? I'll go to storage. I have one 9 GB, one 2 GB. So I'll go to this machine. And in the machine also I'm checking LSBLK shows me 2 drives. NVMe, non-volatile memory stick, which is 9 GB. NVMe1 is 2 GB. I want to increase this. I go to this machine. I click on this disk. I click on modify, action, modify. You want to change the type of disk, you can change. It will increase the speed based on your requirement. I want to make it 10 GB. You can make it up to 16 GB, which it supports. Okay, modify. And if you want to modify the 2 GB volume, which is I don't know, this is 2 GB available. This is currently in use. I think. Let me pick up from the system itself. I will go to instances and I will click on this C46 and I will make it modify to 20 GB. As soon as I modify this, I go to the system, I run a command lsblk. It shows me this 9 has become 10, this 2 has become 20. In the traditional world, if you want to upgrade from 128, you need to go for 256. From 256, you need to go for 512, 512 to 1 TB. you don't have that option of increasing in terms of few GBs, which is very much common in the cloud computing. You can do it on the fly when the computer is running. You don't have to shut down, and the data will be very much safe, secure, right? So these are the two things which I wanted to wanted to show you. And this is my IP address. And if I take this IP address to the browser, I have my website ready. Sorry. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you, I told you I will talk about it later. Now this 54.173.255.154, I'm sending you this IP address in the chat. And you can access this. You can see the website, http:// this IP address. Now what I'll do, I'll show you what is this security all about. I'll go to my instance, I'll select my instance, and I'll go to security tab, and I have something called a security group. Here, right now, I am allowing every traffic, all traffic from anywhere. What I will do, I will add a rule, and I want to allow HTTP only from my IP address. If I do this, this particular system or this particular website is allowed only from my system. If you have an IP address right now in the chat, if you try to access, just let me know if you are able to access. I have blocked this for everybody, and I'm allowing it only from myself. You can do it even in the browser of your cell phone. So if I know your IP, if I'm your friend or known person, I can call you and tell you, give me your IP. I will give the configuration only for you. I will give the access only for you. HTTP, I want to allow only your IP. 9.75.66.45. Okay. 9.55.46.21/32. That's all. You will get the IP address. So what I can do, I can allow everybody anywhere. So security group is something you can allow only certain traffic inside. Your machine will be absolutely free. Fine. So what usually it looks like, web server, I'm allowing everybody from outside. When it comes to SSH, I'm allowing only my IP address because I don't want anybody to log into the shell and make some changes. I want only myself to be able to do it. But when it comes to web server, I want everybody to be able to access it. And if you want to be even more generous, you can make all the traffic available from anywhere like this. So that is about security. Any questions? I'll open the questions at last. Let me go to S3. Okay. So you can choose the type, CPU memory, storage needs. T2 micro is eligible for free tier, 750 hours per month. For 1 day, 24 hours. For 10 days, 240 hours. For 30 days, 720 hours. For 31 days, 744 hours. So they were giving you 750 hours of T2 micro machine can be run per month absolutely free. If you don't want, you can stop the machine. If you are running 2 machines, within 15 days, the free quota will be over. From the 16th day onwards, it will start charging. If you are running 3 machines within 10 days, it will run out of quota, free quota. You can run key pairs, you can control the traffic using security group, which is known as a firewall. You can scale up, scale down, as I shown you. What is this EC2 used for? Web hosting, development, simulation, student lab environment, POCs, proof of concepts, minimum viable product building, all those things. It becomes very easy for students to have Linux based machines because you encourage students to do the project in Linux based systems. Most of the enterprises have Linux based operating systems to run or host their application. They have a very good success factor to get selected during the interviews. So that's about very much little bit about virtual servers. I will go to Amazon S3. Amazon S3 is an object-based storage. There are three types of storage, guys. One is block storage, which we call it as, sorry, block storage means whatever you have, C drive, D drive, pen drive, this is called block storage. You can right click on it, you can format it. That is one hint I'm giving you whether to check whether it's a block storage or not. The second one is file storage. Somebody else's machine or some other server has the storage, which is shared to you through the network. That is called file storage. And the third one is object storage. Anything you store in this storage is known as an object. And we have S3, simple storage service. This is what we call it as S3 in AWS. And it is highly scalable, petabytes of storage. It helps you save your objects in a long duration. And it is designed to hold your information without any fail. 99.119 durability. That means there is absolutely no chance of losing the content if you store it on the S3. It supports versioning, lifecycle encryption. I'll show you what is versioning. Object means what? You store images, videos, backups, logs, documents, photos, movies, all those things. Once you store it, you'll be able to share it among various people, servers, systems, different parties, third parties all together. It helps you manage the control using the policies, access control policies. It easily integrates with other services like serverless Lambda and CloudFront. What is the main purpose of using this? Hosting static website, project data storage, course content sharing, all these things can be used. Let me take you to S3. The first level container is known as bucket. Bucket means it's the first primary level container. And I have all these containers spread across different regions, Europe, Northern Virginia, London, Ireland, Mumbai. So let me create one bucket for you. July. The name of the bucket should start with lowercase letter, and the entire name of the bucket should be unique across AWS. If I'm trying to create July, it will not allow. Somebody has already created July. July 2025. Let me try creating this. This one is also somebody else taken. It's like a website. I'll tell you why it is website like kind of thing. You can create this bucket as a website. We will do it in a while. We have 20 minutes. Let me do it. July, what's the date today? 14 July. Okay, then it should start with letter new July 2025. I think it is creating now. I created the bucket. new July 2025, and I can upload the objects. What are the objects I can upload? Let me upload one image. There is something called as Apna Dhaba. I want to upload this image. And while uploading, you can choose where do you want to upload it. There are different plans: standard, intelligent tier, standard infrequent, glacier. Standard means it will be spread across 3 availability zones, and the access pattern is frequent. If you are infrequently accessing, you should put it here. All those things. Okay. I'll just select upload. This is quite a huge image, 5.5 MB. It is uploaded. Once it is uploaded, I'll close it. I will pick this up and I'll open. Let me show whether it is open or not. It is currently opening. So this is the bucket. These are the objects. I have something called as properties. Under the properties, we can create versioning. Versioning is something if the same document is used by multiple people. For example, 3 employees are working and all the 3 employees are working in the shift. Early morning shift, day shift, even like night shift. So they are using a ticket, and that particular ticket related information is being uploaded to bucket. And all of them are working in the different shift, and manager is looking into it. Everybody is uploading the same file called tickets. And if I'm coming into the shift, I'm downloading it. I will upload the work which I did and I will upload it. Okay. The next person, Rajesh, is coming. He downloads it. He puts his ticket details and he uploads it. So every time we do it, it creates a replacement. But when you enable the versioning, it will not enable, it will not overwrite. I will show you one example because in order to demonstrate, it's about time. I think I should have one recently created bucket. March 16. This is July 14th. My sample bucket, June 2025. So here I have these files, and if I enable versioning, I think it is not having any. Let me show you quickly by uploading some files. I will upload some text-based file. This is my bucket, and I will be accessing this bucket using my command line. I will create one ticket file, touch my tickets.txt, echo inc 2003. This is the ticket which I worked for, and I will push it to the document which I created. App server down. So I'm pushing it to my tickets, and this my tickets, cat my tickets, has this one line. I'm pushing it to the bucket. AWS S3 CP, AWS S3 copy my tickets to S3 : /. This is the bucket name. Okay. It should get copied by now. Okay, uploaded already. So let me go to objects and refresh. It is available. Okay. Now the next shift person comes. He will upload one more ticket. Web server performance issue. So this information, he is appending it to the same file. And he worked with 2 tickets. What is my ticket has? Okay, there is 2 appends. Okay. Cat my tickets. It has 3 tickets. Okay. Now I will upload this file once again to S3. By mistake, I did something. Instead of updating, I deleted it. Control C, Control V, 50. Instead of appending, I overwritten it. So cat my tickets, it has only 1 line now. So earlier it was having 3 lines and I mistakenly deleted it. Okay. And I'm uploading this to S3. So I lost all data. But if I come here and if I turn on the version, I can see 3 copies. My tickets uploaded at this time, having 31 bytes. My tickets uploaded at this time, having 104. Again, the latest one with 28 bytes. So if I pick up one by one ticket, I should be able to see without any challenge. And I can easily restore my bucket with that information, whatever is I lost. This is called versioning, and it is available with my S3 bucket. You see, this is the latest one. Even though I go ahead and delete the file accidentally, select, delete. I come back and turn on the version. You can see somebody deleted at this time. It adds the delete marker. It doesn't delete the file at all. Okay, I can still access this file. So this is one of the feature AWS S3 provides you where you can easily rely on versioning for your project requirement. And make sure you use it only for small files, which are text-based files. But if you do it for the larger files, even the small change in the content of the file will make the replica of the file, causing you get huge cost. Okay. Under the properties, I will pick up one of the important topic now, which is static website. All of you are aware how much important is digital presence for each business nowadays. Let's take an example. Business wise, he is very good, but he don't know the technology. within no time, he will lose his visibility because of increased digital adoption. Because no people are looking into paper advertisements or advertisements on the road. Everybody is looking into the cell phone, Facebook, Instagram. That's why digital marketing is also pushing. Now, a small dhaba guy want a website hosted, it becomes difficult for him to deal with those technological things, cost and other things. Developing a website, hosting it, creating the QR code, putting it back of the auto rickshaw where people can scan and make use of the available options. There is something called a static website. The dynamic website is something where you can see a lot of content is changing, like share market website. Indian Railways is a dynamic website. But here, static website allows you to put something which is not going to change. I will edit this and I will enable the option. So I will enable the static website. And as soon as somebody comes to my website, show me this page, apnadhaba.jpg. So I will save it. And in order to make this page available, I will establish some permissions. I will make it public. And I will make it accessible to everyone so that everybody should be able to access the website. Okay. These are some permissions which I'm changing to enable the website so that it can be accessed. I'll go to object, I'll select my page and I will make it public because I want this to be seen by others. Okay. Now, under the properties, I have the website. I will copy the website, QR creator. I don't know, I think I picked up something. QR. I will put my website and this is the QR code which is generated. Can anybody scan this and tell me whether you are able to access my, first of all, let me access my website to show you. This is my website. Okay, this is not available. Let me see if I'm able to bring this. Where is my bucket? Okay, this is my bucket. I'll close some of the tabs. 1 moment. I will try to access this and see if it is loading or not. Okay, it is loading fine. Now, it is loading fine. The QR generator, let me check it from my cell phone. You can also check this from your cell phone. Try to scan this code and let me know if you are able to load the web page which I'm hosting. Anybody can create their menu for their eatery. They can create the website and they should be able to put their website without any cost. It doesn't need a computer. It doesn't need anything. It's just a storage facility available on AWS, which allows you to create the website. I'll put the link for your access in the chat, and also I will bring this QR code on the screen for you to check. You can scan this and let me know. With this, there are actually many things in terms of bucket. You can enable the encryption. You can create the tags to distinguish which type of bucket it is. Who is accessing this information? You can store the logging. You can do the auditing. You can send the notification if somebody is putting something or deleting something. Object lock. You can lock the object to prevent the deletion. You are putting the content somebody else is using. You can make the consumer pay for your content rather than you are paying for it. So all those things are there. You can monitor this utilization. How many contents are there? What is this all about? Management. If you are opening this bucket for your students, everybody starts putting. You can put a rule after 30 days of in access. If nobody is accessing the file after 30 days, it should be moved to archive. After 180 days, the file should be deleted. You can create the life cycle for the objects. One team is working in US, the other team is working in Australia. You can create one more bucket and you can replicate the contents from that bucket to another bucket. So like that, there are multiple options available for S3. In the interest of time, I'm opening the forum for questions. If you have any questions, please go ahead. As per the plan today, I'm supposed to complete this VPC also. Since we had an introduction and other parts, I'm moving this to tomorrow. This is one of the important topic. I want to make sure I'm covering it in the right manner rather than just rushing around. So I will push it to tomorrow. Along with this, I will also take care of tomorrow's topics. So for the topics, EC2 hands-on we did. S3 demo we did. Now it is discussion for EC2 and S3. If you have any queries, feel free to ping it. I don't know how things are being questioned. Revati. Yes, thank you, Revati, for checking the website. Revati is responding to my query. She tried to access the website and she is confirming that she is able to access the website. It becomes very important for any person to have a website today. With the help of S3, you can ask your students to enable the website for any of their favorite, dhaba or street vendors to get their website QR code created. Swiggy and Zomato, if they want to host their business into Swiggy and Zomato, they should have a website. And such kind of QR code and a little bit of menu helps everybody to understand what they are up to in terms of business. So go ahead, feel free to put your query. It's a large team, guys. I tried to put my best. Yeah, if you have any queries, I would like to stay back and take those questions and help you understand all those things. Feel free to put it across. And if you are having any type of doubt, just share it across. Let me come to main chat. Okay. Thank you, Sushmita. There is a link for everybody. If you have anything to convey as a feedback, feel free to pass your constructive feedback. I'll be really thankful for you. And that will be much appreciated. No, S3 delete marker won't get delete, Naga. So I have to delete it manually. I'll go to objects, And what I'll do under the objects, I'll show the version. After making the versions visible, I will select all these things and I will delete. At that time, I have an option to delete it permanently. I have to give my consent saying that I'm ready to delete all those things. It will get deleted. But yeah, there is an option. If you go to lifecycle management, under the lifecycle management, you can create a rule. After how many days delete marker also should be deleted. You can see delete markers. If you enable this, delete expired objects, delete incomplete multi-part upload. After 180 days, if you want to delete, you can delete them. You can create a lifecycle rule. Once you delete it, you won't be able to recover because that's your will to let go of that object. Otherwise, you can move it to archive, which is the less cost compared to standard. That would help you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words, Naga. Your feedback is much appreciated. Sriram, to create AWS account, is it free or paid? Let me share you to create a free tier account. It's a free. All you have to do is you have to give your PAN card. You have to give your one very important information. Anybody who want to create a free tier account, make sure your email ID, whatever you use, is not the same email ID which you use it for Amazon shopping purpose. I'll tell you why. If you use the email ID one to do the Amazon shopping, the same email ID using which you create AWS account, in the worst case scenario, we all live in a very busy world. If you create an EC2 and if you forget to delete it, after 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, if you get some bill and if you ignore to pay, they are not going to come to your house or freeze your account or do anything. They will block your email address. And if your email address is the same thing for Amazon shopping as well as Amazon web service, you may lose your old invoices, bills, and purchase histories and all those things. So that's why you create a separate email, and through that email, you create AWS account. Thank you, Gangarao. Thank you for your feedback. I wish I could spend some more analogies and times, but yeah, we'll do it over the next 3-4 days without much disturbance or noise around. Yeah. Thank you, Shriram. I will do the cleanup of the system while you guys are here, some of them. I'll just go to EC2, which is my VM service. Instances means one VM. And I will select those VMs which I started. Instance state, terminate. Terminate means I'm deleting. If you shut down, only CPU memory will be released. Disk will be used as is. But if you terminate, including the disk, everything will get released. I will release these two machines now. And also I have seen some volumes are available. I will delete those volumes also. You can give some small assignments to your students. Create EC2 in one region, Mumbai, and move it to Sydney. Create VM in your local laptop or desktop and migrate it to cloud. So these are all very small activities which students can do. But moreover, these things helps them when they want to do an extensive project on AI ML. They want to have a bigger machine with GPU. In order to buy those hardware, it costs them more. Here, they can start it for few hours, they can do something and they can delete it. Instead of purchasing a laptop which is lakhs of rupees together, they can use cloud effectively and efficiently. So for the students' accounts, we'll have to write to AWS. Yes, there is something called as AWS Academy. You need to write to them from your official email address of the organization. You need to fill out this institution application. A representative or a partner will come to you and they will help you understand what are the programs available. They will also give vouchers, credits, and free certifications your students can get benefit with. Thank you, Harish. Thank you for letting me know. It's good that you are able to access the website. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Bhuvana. If you have any queries, get in touch with XLR team. I'd be happy to extend my knowledge and experience to your requirement. Okay, I'm done for the day. Unless until you have some questions. Amar, Sushmita, Nitya, if anybody want to speak
Yeah.
by unmuting themselves,
Yeah, sure.
let them
Okay,
do it.
sir. Actually, like faculties cannot unmute themselves. They can ask the questions on the chat.
Okay, I was not aware. Yeah, you can put a question, all of the participants, you can put the question here. I will understand, I will rephrase it. You can confirm, and then I will start helping you understand. Thank you, Tracy.
So, yes, sir, if you don't have any questions to be addressed, we can wind up for the day.
Yeah. Actually, all these services are, if you go deep dive, it is so much informative. I don't want to sound like too much overwhelming. And since all of you are from educational background, a little bit of tip is information of the tip is very useful for you to go ahead and further explore. But yet, don't feel yourself with any boundary. I'm here with 20 years of experience total and 9 years of experience in DevOps and cloud. I request you to take the better advantage of this session and facility which is provided by XLR. Thank you once again. Over to you, the team. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So we'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m. So
Yep, definitely.
yeah. So, dear faculty members, as we informed in the starting, as 60% of attendance is very mandatory to get a certificate. So, this is just a reminder. Please mark your attendance every day. So, the attendance link, which I have shared it on Zoom chat and also the YouTube chat. So, I request everyone to mark your attendance. I hope the session got helpful today. So, we'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Have a great day. We are winding up for the day.
Thank you, one and all. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Bye.